and welcome to the Fedora Files. I am Gregory Fedora, and with me is my good friend Trey Beret.
Hello, hello.
Hello. You were with me a year ago. You were my very first guest.
Privileged to be the first guest.
Yeah, and you were the one you've always supported me in this. So
absolutely.
You have a lot of cool collections.
Yes.
And eventually I want to hit all of them.
Okay.
But this one is really unique because, from what I understood, you are the only person basically in the world right now that has all three of these.
Yes. In theory, I'm the only one in the United States, which would probably mean the world because I don't think they have sold any overseas yet.
Yeah.
So, yes.
So explain. We're sitting in front of them.
Absolutely.
They're motorcycles. But what are these motorcycles?
So these are Janus. These are called the Halcyon model. Janus was a Kickstarter company like 7 to 8 years ago. And basically they had the 50cc that they only made 50 of. And then they jumped over to the 250, which is the green one. And then when it came for the 450, you had to be an owner. And if you were the owner, you had a chance to actually bid on it. And if you bid on it and had the right number, and then they sold it to the public. Mm-hmm. I just happened to get number one.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And that is the coolest thing. Number one, it's a custom paint job and everything.
Yeah, and you got to choose the color for that one, and I'm guessing the other one. I know you got.
The green one was like 10 different colors you could pick from. Mm-hmm. But the yellow one, there were 10 different colors, but I went with a custom color, custom everything, because I wanted it to be different. Mm-hmm. So, and then the red one is, I bought it used knowing that it only has like 300 miles on it.
And there's only 50 of them, and you got number 35.
Yes. So that one was just to add to the collection. They all are different. They all are in different colors, different shadows, different engines, but it makes the collection.
Yeah. So how did you even find out about Janus?
So I've been collecting a lot of vehicles, cars, motorcycles, and honestly, 7 years ago I came across it. It was a Kickstarter. I saved the picture on my phone, and then 4 years later, I saw them again, and I was like, I really want one. Didn't even realize that I saw them 7 years ago until I started taking pictures, going through, and I was like, wait a minute, I saved this photo 7 years ago. So from that point on, fell in love with the 250. They were not coming out with any other models, any other CCs. Mm-hmm. And then at the last minute, they decided to bring this one out, which was awesome. They gave the chance to all the owners. Mm-hmm. And then I just had to bid on it. And like the 50cc is more of a moped, so I don't drive it that much, but I just had to have it in the collection.
All right. So now the cool thing about the 450, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now, you were the number one, and when you went down there, it was like a big deal.
It was a big deal because they didn't say they were going to do a 450 for a long time, and everybody was saying they really wanted it because the 250 only really hit 60 miles an hour, which is fast, but on highways it's not really that fast if you're trying to go places. These are only show bikes. I don't really take them out all the time. I have other motorcycles for that. But the 250 is still my favorite just because it was the first one that I ever bought. Mm-hmm. And it has that army look to it. And then the 450 was it was there. It was awesome. So when we went there, we had to schedule it. It took months for them to make because it was the first one. They made prototypes. In theory, this is the 5th bike they've ever made for the 450 because there was 4 prototypes, but it is number 1 production. The mayor was there, the council was there, news was there. They made a big deal. It made us feel like family. They're an awesome company.
Yeah, and is that when because I know you didn't have the 50.
Yeah.
And you talked to the owner or something?
So the owner, I made a comment when I was there that I saw a 50, and I said to him, hey, is this one for sale? And he said, no, this is somebody's that we're just maintenance, and it's just something we're fixing up. Well, he had one. He showed me that one. He said, this is the one we've had forever. We bought it from a gentleman, and we've just had it at our shop to just show because it was one of the first ones ever. Mm-hmm. And I said, okay, well, if you ever come across it, I would love to buy one. I just want to buy it. I don't care the price. I have to have all 3 of them. Well, then 2 months later, I get an email from Richard, and he said, you know what? We are running out of room. We are selling so many. We need to get rid of this, and we'll sell it to you. So I felt honored that he was giving me the one that he had in his shop, not even one that he found for me. So I had to buy it. So I bought it, and they delivered it to me less than a month later, and I've had it ever since. Yeah.
So now you have the trifecta.
The trifecta. The trifecta.
The Janus Trinity.
Absolutely. And they have other models. I don't have any of those just because they're a different sit, they're a different feel. And when I was there, I tried to sit on them. They're actually a little too big for me. Not too big. I don't have a long enough leg space or like leg room to like touch the ground. So, and they're more like a dirt bike looking bike or, so it's cool, but just not my thing.
So did they have any other models coming out that you're looking into?
Not that I really know of. There's been talk that there could be another bike out there that could be maybe bigger or could hopefully be an electric bike or something, but nothing's official. I mean, but everybody always talks, so you just never know. We didn't know about this, and all of a sudden this one popped up. So I'm hoping all of a sudden something else is going to pop up. A little nervous because that means I have to buy it.
Yeah.
But I hope it does. I hope something does pop up.
No, and then you'll have the Ford Fecta.
It took me so long to pick the green color that when I picked the yellow one, a friend and I took so long and we went back and forth. And I love the color and thank God we picked this color. But I'm afraid what I would pick for the next one. Like I really don't know the color I would pick for the next one.
You got red, yellow, and green.
Yeah, and so it's like maybe a white, maybe a bright blue, depending on like if it was an electric bike, I might want to go with that lightning theme or something like that. Or like a black and yellow, so who knows?
Nice. Well, I love them. I think what I like about them is they have that really cool retro feel, like an old school Indian bike.
Absolutely, and that is what I like, and you don't have to worry about it breaking down because it's brand new.
And it just looks old.
And that's what I used to have the old cars and everything, and I just didn't know what to do, how to take care of them and all that. Now I have something that looks new, or looks old, but is new.
Yeah. And you've actually won some competitions with.
I have
with the green one.
With the green one, I have. This one is actually going to its first competition on June 11th. So June 11th. So we'll see what happens. Yeah. We'll see. I might even try to take all three just to show it off as a package deal. But yeah, I'm hoping something for this guy.
That is awesome. Yes. Now I don't want to keep you because I know you're busy. You got a lot of stuff going on. You're
no
busy
worries.
Man. You're a busy man.
Busy man.
Yeah, but you have other collections.
I do. I
hope you'll let me come back and we can talk some more collections with you.
Absolutely. We can show you the different cars, the other motorcycles, and the fun stuff.
Yes. The stuff in your dungeon.
The stuff in my dungeon. Yes.
Yes. We won't go into that.
No. That's top secret right now.
Private for now.
Follow and you'll get more.
If you pay us, we'll show you what's down there.
Exactly.
But, well, I thank you again for coming on and for.
No, thanks for having me. In 1 year. Yeah. That's awesome. That's awesome. You got to keep going. This is great.
I think I'm going to have to bring you back next year.
And who knows what we'll have? Who knows what we'll have?
What you'll have at that point.
I don't know. You never know.
I'm excited.
Me too.
I'm excited to find out. And thank you all for tuning in and or listening and or watching, however you found us. And remember to, as always, stay safe and keep searching.
Check out FedoraCRT.com today.